Hello, my beautiful friends. It's Rachel Archelaus here, and I wanted to make you a holiday video. There's a lot going on energetically right now, and you may be feeling overextended. You may be challenging convention. You may feel like you want to do things differently, or like this year is the first year you are considering your own preferences and desires on how you want to spend the holidays. There's a lot happening to open up our awareness, and we are feeling more empowered than ever right now. And that's a great thing, but it can also be a little bit kind of wiggly around family and friends and tradition because you may feel like you want to go against that. I'll give you some examples from my own life and how they've worked out. So, for the first thing, this is the first year I'm not sending anything out to my family at large and my friends and my customers, in the mail. I'm not doing cards. I'm not doing gifts to everybody, and I normally do, and I normally really enjoy the process, but I didn't do it this year because I didn't feel inspired. I could have sent a card. I didn't even make a piece of art for the holidays, which is what I normally do, and you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm starting to feel okay with simply doing what I'm inspired to do. Now, I have a lot of practice doing that. I've been doing that for a long time, but it's stronger now. And I feel less guilt, I feel less pressure. You may as well. And I want you to let that be okay at the same time. So it's humans are so funny, and like we can often manufacture guilt because we don't feel guilt. I'm also partially working on my vacation, but only doing the things that I want to do. So I've seen a few clients, I'm teaching a few classes while I'm in Connecticut for the holidays, and I'm staying separately from my family, which is also a first. So I made that okay. And you know what? I'm really glad I did because I now have more energy to spend with my family, and I'm more alive and awake and grateful than ever for this time to spend with my friends. And if I was staying with family the whole time, because I am such an introverted person with a need for solitude and quiet and alone time, I would not be at my best with my family. I'd be cranky. I mean, it would not work out for anybody if I forced myself into that situation instead of giving myself what I know I need to function properly. The same thing's been going on with food for a long time, in that I eat very specific things. And there really aren't many restaurants in Connecticut that I will eat at, and it's okay. So last night I drove an hour to dinner because I wanted to, because that's where I wanted to go. And there's this voice in our heads that is thankfully leaving us. And it's that you should do this, you shouldn't do that. What is that person going to think? What is that person going to think? And it used to run our lives very consistently. And I'm finding when I'm talking to people that that is now leaving, thankfully, and we have more access to our preferences. We have more access to our inspirations. And you'll know it when you feel it. When you feel more solid, when you feel more whole, when you feel more energy in your body, that is your body, your soul, your higher self speaking to you and saying, yes, this is the right path for you. When you feel drained, when you feel dread, when you feel empty, when you feel, ugh, that is your body, your soul, your higher self saying to you, that's not compatible with you right now. And maybe it would be in the future, but at this moment, that is not compatible. So honor that. It's as simple as that. If you can honor that, and if you can live your life by those parameters, right, by those direction heads, you're going to feel a lot better and you're going to have more to give. A great example of that is my friend Katrina, who I just spoke to on the phone a few hours ago. She wants to assemble bags of toiletries and fruit and trail mix and stuff like that, sanitary items for women, underwear, socks, for homeless people, and hand them out. And she wouldn't have room to think of that if she was in stress all the time. When you're in stress, you're so self-centered because you're trying to get yourself out of that situation, right? Our bodies don't function properly in stress. Our immune system is suppressed. All these chemicals and hormones that are trying to keep us alive are going through our body, and they're not allowing us to function at our full IQ or our full energy capacity. And so if you can chill out and give yourself what you need and support yourself, you are not selfish. You're actually making room to come up with innovations, to come up with ways to give. And that's what my friend did. And I'm so inspired right now to help her. We even thought about maybe putting that stuff in like stockings for the holidays. And, we don't have it all worked out. Like, for instance, we're a little nervous about going up to people and handing them things directly because you never know how it's going to be received, and we don't have a whole lot of experience with that population. So, easy answer, call the shelters who can tell us what to do about that or who can hand them out for us. So, I think that we're in a state right now where our energy is heightened, our awareness is heightened, and we may be coming up with ideas to help, but that little voice can come in and say, but you don't know how to do this detail, or you don't know how to do that, or you don't have the money, or you don't blah, blah, blah. And what I would really love to see is more of us saying, okay, awesome, how can I fix that? Who can fix that for me? Who can I get in contact with that might know the answer to that? There's a lot going on right now with the refugee crisis, with the shootings that keep happening in this country, with, gosh, globally. I mean, there's so much to choose from. If you're triggered by one of those things, to help, if you're feeling emotional about any of it, ask yourself, what can I do to give back? What can I do to be supportive? Even if it's simply mailing a donation of a pack of Tic Tacs. Like, who knows? I think any help is always appreciated. And so whatever you feel inspired to do, do it. So get yourself out of stress if you're in stress. Know that your preferences are so valid and so necessary for you to be able to be at your full capacity. Don't feel bad about, questioning tradition or doing things differently this year. I know that pretty much every single person I talk to is feeling that way. And allow yourself room to help others, right? I feel more blessed at this moment than I think I ever have in my entire life. And I'm so excited to be able to give more because of it. And if you are inspired by the idea that my friend Katrina came up with, then let me know. Reply to this or share it with your friends, and you can start your own little bag of toiletries and fun things to give out, or you can find out how you can help us. So thank you so much. Happy, happy, happy holidays, whatever it is that you do or don't celebrate, and lots of love from me and my family.